And good evening, and welcome to Iracing 2019 Season 3's Week 13 silly season. And so they've added a few things. Biggest thing of note, as far as I'm concerned, is new tracks, and that's where we're starting at this week. Just doing some fun runs. This is actually going to be streamed live, and I'm not going to cut anything out, not going to do anything. So we are doing the Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya full course in the Ferrari 488 GT3 car. Don't drive this one a lot. This, like I said, is a week 13 fun race. This is fixed setup. And so only thing I'm doing here is I'm bumping up the brake bias just a little bit. We're not running at night, so I don't know if I'm going to turn the LED strips on. Everything else is pretty well set for you, not a thing you can do about it. And we are in qualifying, so like I said, I am streaming these live if you happen to catch them. So pretty much a unique thing for me. I do not usually stream fully live. And so we'll see how this goes. Just having some fun this week and trying to get some racing time in. Lots of new things going to be happening. And so let's get qualified here before we completely run out of time. So again, new course. Rev that sucker up. Let's get going. New course. Barcelona. Run this in other sims. Not generally my favorite track, really. But it's not a bad track. Standard F1 classic track here. I actually believe they do some practice here over the winter break because of its location. Warm and sunny Spain. So I run this car without any kind of clutch aid because by default it should be the kind of car you can shift with the paddles. And so the way I normally race is actually the correct way for this car, which is pretty rare. This is, however, one track that I'm not usually fast at. And judging by the fact that I was probably 3 seconds off the pace in practice before I started up the stream, probably still not fast. And of course, as long as we can stay out of trouble, we can finish the race. See how it goes. So, I'm gonna do a quality lap here. I think the first one I will actually call out. So here we are, final chicane. Give it the full throttle.
Green flag, green flag.
Like the spotter said.
Give me a flyer.
And let's give him a flyer. So down the straight, full blast. What I saw from one of the faster guys was they were holding it in fifth. Get to the little box down here and grab on the brakes. Get it down to second gear. Take turn one, second gear. Don't push too hard. Get it up to third. Let it float around this curve until it sticks. Then get back on it. Let it slide to the outside. Hard on the brakes. Down to second. Get back on the gas. Bring it up third, hard on the brakes, first gear corner, nice and slow. Let it rotate around, back on the gas. Don't downshift, keep it in third, let it rotate, full beans again. That little white section, let it float around that corner. Don't stray to the outside, they will get you for cutting on that. Get it to 100 or so, full braking, bring it down to first. Watch out for the little yellow hot dogs. Depending on the car, that'll really mess you up. Don't push too hard in the right-hander here. Accelerate. Maybe catch third if you're fast enough. Final chicane, bring it down to first, nice and slow. Don't push it through here. Get it around the turns. Full beans again. Let it go. So this is going to be lap number 1.
1 minute 50, 46, 7, 8.
Be quiet for this one.
There's a flag. It's over.
All right, so it looks like our second lap came in at 1:49.6. We're actually in position 19 at the moment. So looking at our results here.
Hey, because it's really the first time I've driven the track, downloaded it 2 minutes before the race.
So there you go. We are slow.
I mean, I'm not big into road, but my friend is helping me out with it, so I don't know.
Absolutely slow. So here we are. We have 13 seconds remaining. This is a 15-minute race. Don't have to worry about fuel or anything. So if you are tuning in or you watch this later, this is 2019 Season 3's Week 13 Silly Week. And we are getting ready to race at Barcelona. The new track just released, getting ready for Season 4 2019. And we're taking the grid in 19th. Yay. And so here we go. We are back in the pack. Way back in the pack. This is as back in the pack as you can get. Alright, so the main thing we are going to do here is we're going to try to keep ourselves out of trouble. Don't need any fuel. We have one fast repair. So we need to keep that in mind. Gotta make sure it doesn't try to add any more fuel if we end up in the pits. And don't know if this is going to be a standing start or if this is going to be a formation lap. About to find out now. And it looks like this is a standing start. So let's get ready.
Green, green, green.
And shit. And we have
Car on your right, clear on the right.
got to figure out the clutch. I'm sure there are people back there that are not very happy. But even F1 drivers stall on the grid, so that's not necessarily a bad thing. Boy, people really like pink on their Ferraris. Other than the grid shenanigans, this is actually going pretty well.
Got a slow car on the right, car stopped on the right.
So I'm not going to get too racy here at the beginning. Know how this goes. Spin, spin, spin city. Gonna watch out for the braking zone here.
We've got a slow car on the left, car stopped ahead.
This is the kind of race when I almost really wish I had.
Slow car ahead, slow car ahead. Go to the top, got a car on the left, clear on the left.
When you really wish you had VR, because being able to look around, very important. Limited sight lines out of this car. So here we go. This is a perfect
2 minutes, 3.88.
perfect example of a place when someone will fly right up your butt.
Right side. Clear the right.
Especially someone that probably got turned around and is probably a lot faster than literally everybody within sight of me here. Okay, now that I mentioned it. Oh, DFC, get off those curves, buddy. The problem with a lot of these guys is they can drive and they're fast, but they drive really bad. I really think I ought to be downshifting to second there. I don't know. Yeah, see, that's a perfect example of it. You know, it's like, hey, I'm fast. I can go faster than you. I can pull 146s. Not more than one at a time. Oh, up on the sausage. Watch out for that.
We've got a slow car on the left.
How do these people end up in the gravel? I mean, I guess I know how they do that, but... I don't know, I feel like I should be faster.
1 minute 53.182.
Wish I should be fast. Yeah, wish I could be faster than some of these guys. I ain't catching nobody. Of course, I did qualify 19th and I'm in 17th, so I guess I can't complain too much. Guess a lot of that depends on whether or not those guys wrecked out. Or are they back there coming up on me quick?
Slow car ahead.
Yeah, I think definitely downshifting to second there is the way to go. Yeah, that's one of my problems. Uh-oh, somebody's bashed up the rear end of their Ferrari. that was a pretty good lap.
1:50.443.
Now let's see if we can get a little racing now that everything's warmed up. Oop, not first. Not where we want that.
Peter.
Got a car on the left. Still there. Clear.
Yeah, wasn't too bad.
What are you doing, man?
Mic check, mic check.
Yeah, I think it's a little late in the race for that. Roger that. Yeah, I think what's happening now is a lot of these guys that got spun around at the beginning are now coming and catching up. Let's see, we should be still in 17th.
1:50.904.
Yep. Aren't making super racy laps yet. Looks like we're on lap 5 of 9. Realize they had a lap count, but I guess 9 laps would pretty well do it. Not sure that we've legitimately. The thing I'll notice about this track though is it does seem to have a very high graphic requirement, getting a few stutters here and there. Here's this guy coming again. Yeah, dude, I will be perfectly happy letting you go by.
Are you fucking retarded, buddy?
1:50.05.
Guessing he ain't talking to me.
God damn, you're a dumb fuck.
Car stopped ahead. Car stopped on the right. Go to the top. Car on your right. Go to the bottom. Clear on the right.
Gotta love it. 13. Man, fucking people are idiots.
Yeah, that was threading the needle. Yeah, that was pretty damn close.
Right side.
Almost
Stay on the left.
went right into him.
Stay right there. Clear the right.
Well, unfortunately, Narciso is actually pretty fast. That's kind of unfortunate, because I think he was up there at the top, but for that to happen is really pretty sad.
Got a car on the left. Clear. Slow car ahead. Car stopped on the left. Go to the bottom. Car on your right. Clear the right.
So far, I have to say the racing in here has been fairly good. Not sure who all's in here, but
1 minute 53.828.
say this has been some really good, nice racing. Again, I haven't really been all that fast with anybody. Certainly don't think I've even made a pass on anybody that wasn't happening because they hadn't spun or made a mistake, but I do think for being back here, I've kept up pretty well. Only got a couple of laps left. But I do think this is... Might even try to take and run the Ferrari in a fixed race fairly often.
Got a car on the left. Stay on the right. Clear.
Seems like the spotter's doing a great job tonight.
Minute 50.491.
Yeah, I think 50s have been my pretty well fast laps. Don't know I've gone any faster. Would honestly love to know where I'm losing 3 to 4 seconds at, but I'm sure that will be figured out once I check out my virtual racing school analysis. Mentioned that a number of times, and I'm sure this will be one they'll probably have in there. They can tell me exactly what I'm doing wrong. Of course, this is a new track. They may not have it yet. I'm sure they will have it shortly. Oop, watch out for the hot dogs. There you go. A couple more people out there in the beach, on the beach. I don't know how this car would do in an endurance race, but for the fixed setup sprint like this car really drives really well. I haven't really noticed any bad characteristics of this car.
White flag, one more lap to go.
All right, well, here it is. This is the final lap.
1 minute 50.111.
We've made it all the way up to 13th, amazingly enough. Braked a little bit too late there. So honestly, don't think this has been too bad. I haven't gotten wrecked. Let's, for the first week of a week 13, or the first race of a week 13, to not get wrecked has amazed me greatly. In fact, the overall quality of the racing in this race has been nothing short of extraordinary. Definitely will need to analyze my laps on this track because I don't know that I've been lapped, but I certainly have not been fast. So we'll have to really look at that. I will have to say though, in typical iRacing fashion, this track has been very nicely done. In fact, like I said, I believe that it is possibly stressing my 1070 Ti just a little bit with my full settings running on the triples like this. And it could just mean that I need to do a reboot. I haven't done that in a while. In fact, I believe I have a Windows 10 update that needs to be applied, so there's always that. But there we go. There is the end of the race, and we have managed to come in 13th.
There's a flag.
First time running this track.
And we'll get them next time.
Brand new track for 2019 Season 4, Barcelona, Catalunya GP track, which anyone who is either a motorcycle or F1 fan will certainly know this track. It's one of the classics. So there we go. Just pull off the side here and look at some of the information. So there were a lot of people in this race. It's very rare that I get to race with this many people. So 20 something odd, 27 I think it's the highest number. We started 19th, finished 13th. Not too bad of a result there. We actually, looks like our fastest lap was a 48.6, so did a really good fast lap for us anyway. During the race. Oh, wait, sorry. I am completely mistaken. We were 48.6 seconds off the lead. Teach me to look at the columns. And let's see. Let's look at our fastest lap. So we qualified with a 149.6. Race was a 150.050. That's a nice little number there. Didn't go any faster than that. In fact, we did pretty much 50s the whole way. Race winner Luis Gonzaga Fijo, and let's see, qualified on the grid. Let's look for the, well, there you go, Matthias Narciso. That's our guy that got messed up in that turn 1 incident, and he qualified first. So let's look at his race laps. Oh wait, wow, he really got messed up. He was out almost from the beginning. Qualified 1:45.4 and didn't complete a single lap. Wow, look at that. Must have went right to the pits. So, unfortunately, that's how it goes sometimes. Mr. Gonzago, let's see what he ended up with. His laps, fastest lap was a 1:45.8. And we're just going to have to look at that and see how he managed it. Because I always find that's impressive. So, again, I was streaming live on this one. If you're listening live, that's great. I mean, it really is. Subscribe to the channel. Hopefully going to be adding quite a bit of content here. So with that, I'm going to close this out and see what we can do about possibly running another race here tonight. We are most of the way through week 13. Really haven't had the time this week to focus on races. Lots of other stuff coming up. One of the big things I'm going to be doing coming up in 2 weeks, I believe, 3 weeks, we're going to be starting the Rocky Mountain SCCA solo chapter here. Actually runs a winter sim racing league, which I'm a part, even though I really don't do solo during the summer months because, well, just don't have time. And I'm going to be streaming those races. We use PCAR 2 And so it'll be a little bit switch from doing iRacing, but going to run those out live. And there's a lot of guys on there and a lot of chatting. And hopefully it's not offensive. So with that, as I said, is pretty much going to wrap this up. And again, like, subscribe. I think at this point I've got 7 subscribers. And well, you know, hey, it takes a while, right? But hopefully I get, I'm interesting, not boring. Maybe you learn something. But with that, going to close this out and have a good one. Thanks for watching.